Hey there everyone, I am Dresden, and welcome back to another episode of BeamNG.drive. We are back here with some downhill madness, is what I'm calling this, for another Monday. Downhill Madness Monday. Sounds good to me. Anyway, I messed with some settings here. As you will see, I turned on motion blur. That's a new feature they added in the new update that I just discovered, and it looks pretty dang good. So, what better way to get motion blur than to drive super fast cars? So, we're starting off. This is the Gavril Vendetta 353 Revenge Edition Stage 3. I think is what it is. Which is basically like the fastest Revenge Edition of the Gavril Vendetta mod. Which this is our modded vehicle for the episode, if you couldn't tell. And let's just say it's a little quick. So, this will be fun to get down the hill in one piece. Again, same rules apply. We have 3 runs in each vehicle. If the vehicle does not make it by the third one, it is out. 3 vehicles per episode. And I should have a timer on the screen saying how long it's been for the vehicle. So, try number 1 in the Vendetta Revenge Edition, Stage 3. And it is, it's pretty quick. Rear-wheel drive, of course. It's a muscle car. It doesn't seem to have very good ABS if it has any anti-lock braking at all. Which means our brakes are just going to lock up, which is great. Tons of wheel spin from the back end. Yeah, it has a lot of speed. Which, I mean, makes sense. Stage 3, it's got a big supercharger blower on it. Jeez. It's difficult to talk tonight. It's after midnight. This morning. Early morning. Very early. Anyway. It's not going too bad. It's just, you know, lots of wheel spin. Not really made for this. But it's going fine. For the first run, even. Oh, that was almost bad. I'm afraid I did some testing in this vehicle. Not exactly this version, but the Vendetta in general. The engine is very, very easy to break. It's like glass. And if I'm afraid if I hit one of these bumps wrong, the engine is just gonna break apart. I don't know if that's only the version I was testing. I was testing the race version of this, because I wanted to use the race version, and then I discovered this, which is a lot faster from what I can tell. And I noticed in the race version, at least, that the engine is incredibly fragile, and so I'm hoping that's not the case in this, but it probably is the case, because it's the same car. But that's okay. We're making it work, you know? Haven't had a big accident yet, haven't had a big roll or anything bad. Of course I say that. Curse of the commentator. Now it's gonna happen. Uh-oh. Okay, first spin out. That's okay. Well, I'm fine with spinning out. It'll add time onto our time. Also, of course, saying this again, the times are me driving it, and there is driver error. Of course, I am not perfect. So I'm sure you could give this to 100 different people and get 100 different times. This is me driving for each of them. And this is going to be a little worse than the last episode. They might have faster times, but there's probably going to be more attempts. And also worse driving for me, just because they're fast. This one is particular, anyway, is rear-wheel drive. So I'm not exactly good at driving rear-wheel drive vehicles in racing games or driving games in general. So I'm making it work. This is not good. Yeah, so the time on this is not going to be good. Okay, don't spin out again, I swear. Yeah, times are not going to be incredible for this. However, they're not going to be awful. It looks like we basically made it. I don't want to do that again. I did that last episode where I just shot off the edge there. Uh-oh. We're upside down. Engine broken. See, when I said that the engine is incredibly fragile, I mean, this is what I meant. It's like that little roll broke our engine. Does not move anymore. You can see I'm hitting the gas because the little bug catcher on the top is moving. And the car is not. Alright, well, I guess on for attempt number 2. Alright, and on to attempt number 2. It's a shame because that last one we were right at the bottom when it died. Because I messed up that last turn again. I've messed up that last turn a few times. My thinking though now is since I've gotten a little bit of driving behind this and I sort of know what it does, I might be able to keep it straight more, stop it from spinning out as much, and maybe we'll get a better time on this run, which would be nice. It is desired. Also, this is, I mean, first vehicle of episode 2. Fifth vehicle we've run, because first episode was special. We had 4 vehicles run. And, you know, not that bad. At all. Though it is our first restart. Because I don't know if you guys saw the last episode. But last episode, every vehicle made it on its first try. All 4 of them made it on the first try. This is a little harder to control than the others, because they were, for the most part, trucks or off-road, and this is not. This is probably more race to drag strip levels of performance, and also suspension and tires, which are also a big factor. I don't change the tires, it's whatever's stock on the vehicle, unless the vehicle's tires are glitched out, and then I'll add whatever tires are the right size, or look to be the right size anyway. So it's a test of the vehicle, of the mod or the stock vehicle. This is not good. Let's stop this. Let's stop that. That's not good. I don't think we'll exactly be going anywhere with that. Actually, wait a minute. No. Well, unless pulling on the wheel somehow fixes it. Nope, I just broke the engine by doing that. Okay, well, I guess that's try number 2 done. We'll do one more try. We might have our first DNFing vehicle here. It's scary when we only have 1 try left. Also, we're in a tree, which is not good. But I guess on to round number 3 for this vehicle. Alright, and on to try number 3 for the Vendetta. I don't remember the full name of the vehicle, but it's the Vendetta, stage 3 something. Stage 3, I don't know, Revenge Edition or something like that. It started with an R, I know that. Anyway, yeah, 3rd round out of 3. It's a little scary because this is the last chance we get with this vehicle. We've already gotten an over-rev risk alert from our engine, so that's nice, which means we've already broken our engine a little bit. That's okay. Uh-oh, stop. Okay, we're alright. A little bit of tarmac driving. So this will already not be an incredible time. That's okay. We just gotta make it to the bottom. That's all I want to do. I want the Vendetta to make it to the bottom. I don't want to have our first DNF. That would be sad. Yeah, there's no anti-lock braking system on this. No ABS at all. The wheels just lock when you hit the brakes. Also, I am driving this somehow a lot worse than I have been the past 2 times. Which is weird, because it's the same car. About maybe a minute apart from the last attempt. And I'm driving it a lot worse. Could be because I'm using more speed. So I'm using the brakes more, which means the anti-lock braking, or the lack thereof, is kind of messing me up. That's what I'm going to blame it on. Because the brakes just lock, and I'm going so fast that I kind of need brakes to not do that. Uh-oh. Okay. See, like right now, brakes all the wheels just locked. There was no turning. I have no control over the steering whenever I'm braking. Which is what anti-lock braking systems are for. So you can control the steering, so your wheels don't just lock and you don't just slide. And this is missing it, because the wheels lock and I slide. So, that's nice. I definitely appreciate that from the Vendetta. Also, by the way, side note, motion blur is great. Looks awesome. It looks a lot more realistic than it used to, which is crazy. That one little thing can make it seem a lot more realistic and a lot like faster and smoother. It's also smoother because I removed a bunch of mods and have them set so I can just enable them whenever. That's another reason why this is a lot smoother, which makes sense, honestly. Because I had 217 mods installed, and now I have like 4. So, that's a drastic difference. And the game is running much smoother, and I think that this, ooh, that was nice. That was a good turn. I think the motion blur is just adding to that, to how good the game is running, how good it looks, because it looks great. It looks realistic, a lot more realistic than it did without motion blur. Uh-oh, nope, stay on the wheels. You know, as long as I stay on my wheels, this isn't good. This is a very steep hill. Get up it. Okay, we're not. Engine is off. Why did my engine shut off? That's not good. Thanks for that. I didn't hit anything, it just, the engine turned off. This is very weird. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, the motion blur, yeah. It makes the game look a lot more realistic. It looks great. I definitely like it with motion blur. Better than I do without. Also, we made it to the bottom. Time will be on the screen for attempt number 3. Damage to the car, not bad. Looks okay. Better than it has the past 2 times when we have completely messed it up. But we can't have that. You guys know the drill. Wall time. Boom. Engine broken. Of course it would be, wouldn't it? Okay. Well, there's the Gavril Vendetta, whatever version it is. I'll probably do the Vendetta again, different version. There's off-road one and stuff. Anyway, on to the next vehicle. Alright, this is the Civetta Bolide 390 GT, and it is another race car. That's right, we're doing 3 race cars this episode. Of course, the automation vehicle will be next, if you guys know the drill. But we are trying this out. I don't think this is going to do great, because it's a lot stiffer suspension, I believe, than the last vehicle. But I guess we'll find out. I don't know if it's as fast or as hard to control. It might be even all-wheel drive. Probably not, but yeah, I'm not thinking it's all-wheel drive. It's definitely not. I don't know why I thought it would be. It's old, like, Ferrari or something. I don't remember what this Bolide's based off of. But I think it's a Ferrari. Anyway, yes, suspension is a lot bouncier. A lot bouncier. Also, there must just be a setting for anti-lock braking because it's not working very well in this either. Granted, this might also not have an advanced enough safety system to have anti-lock braking, but I feel like they had it in, what, the 90s when this car's based? 80s or 90s probably? Maybe 70s? But I feel like they probably, I don't know. I don't know when anti-lock braking systems were introduced into cars. But I'm going to complain about it because it's not there. So that means I'm going to be angry. Yeah, it's not there. Uh-oh. We're doing the same thing we did in the Vendetta. Bonk. That was a little bounce off the ground. That's okay. Nothing too bad. Again, timer is on the screen for this run. We'll see if this can take the first place. I don't know what's in first place right now. I'm actually recording 2 of these in a row. Possibly even 3 in a row. And the fact that I'm uploading them once a week means that I have Mondays nailed. And they're pretty easy to do. Pretty easy to make. I just got to do some editing. which shouldn't be too hard, which is why I'm doing this instead of Mombazoo, because this takes a lot less time. It's a lot easier to edit, and I honestly have more fun doing this than Mombazoo. Though Mombazoo is pretty fun, and I will definitely return to it. But after, what, 3 episodes, I've realized it's a lot of work to get anything done in that game. A lot of work and a lot of time, and I haven't really gotten to anything fun yet. So I'm just going to play this. I'm just going to play BeamNG.drive on Mondays. Stairway Mountain Monday. Whatever I want to call it. I don't know what I want to call it. That was weird that it was not shifting up out of second gear. Don't hit that tree. Ah! Oil pan damage. That's not good. Yeah, this is mid-engined. Of course, the engine is closer to the back than it is to the front. I don't know what the... I hope our oil doesn't run low, because then our engine's going to overheat and seize up. And that would not be good. This is doing really well. I'm surprised because yeah, engine oil is critically low. Okay, now is panic mode because our engine is gonna break very soon, and we have like 2 more turns, 3 more turns. Jeez, we lost our oil really fast though. That's not good. Engine is starved of oil. Uh-oh. No! Not now. Why would you spin around now? The heck? Screw you. No! Why now? Why when everything is... Why when we need to be fast because our engine's breaking, do you decide that you want to just turn around twice? You haven't done it pretty much this entire time. The heck, man. Anyway, I'm actually impressed. I used to be very bad at driving this Stairway Mountain about a year or 2 ago when it came out. Or not when it came out, but when I started playing on it. I used to be very bad at it. And now I'm actually pretty good. Oil is overheating, or what's left of it. Anyway, we made it. Yes, that's quite the amazing finish. Oh yeah, there's a big hole in our oil tank. You can see it right there. That's what it looks like. Big ol' hole in our oil tank. Also, we're upside down. I'm gonna flip us over. We made it in the Civitta Bolide 390 GT on the first try. Again, I don't know how I keep making things on the first try. I don't know how this made it on the first try. It doesn't look great, but that's because I flipped it over. Also, engine oil is critically low. Hi, bird. But, of course, we have to give it its send-off, as always, into this wall. Also, we lost all of our downforce. Ooh, that was a good crash. That was nice. Front wheel's locked up. I'm gonna get off the trippy road section. Okay, well, I think this vehicle did pretty dang well. I don't know what the time's gonna look like. Probably pretty good. For a race car anyway, but we did spin around a lot, so I'm not sure if it's gonna compete with our other vehicles' times, but I guess we will find out. So now, on to the third vehicle, which is our automation vehicle. This is the 2024 Eagle Thunder XRT Demon, based off of a Dodge Demon, it looks like. A Dodge Challenger Demon, to be exact. It was a 4-door, though, which is weird. Maybe a Charger. I don't know. Front end looks like a Challenger. Back end looks like a Challenger Charger mix. But it has 4 doors, which is strange. Anyway, this is our automation mod. And we are going to be throwing it down the mountain. Not throwing it down the... Actually, we will be throwing it down the mountain. But not right now. Let's see how this does. Not as fast as the other ones. Also, I know it's a muscle car, and the last 2 haven't exactly... Well, no. Oh, we just lost something. That's probably, hopefully, not important. I guess the first one was a muscle car. Oh! Okay, that wheel is bent. Back wheel is very, very bent and hard to control. Yeah, I don't think this run is the run, guys. Ooh, that was fancy. Cool trick. I don't think this run is going to be the run, because that back wheel is bent to a point where it does not go straight, and it makes it very hard to turn. Easy to turn that way. Maybe it corrected itself a little from that big impact, but it's definitely not. Oh, 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 oh. This is not going well. I shouldn't have messed up that first turn, I guess, because now that back wheel is messed up. Our front wheel is also messed up. It's got some toe going on, some positive camber, I think is what that is. Not what it should. Back wheel definitely has some toe. Outward toe. Anyway, still going down the hill. Uh-oh. This is not good. No, this is not the run. Yep, yeah, this is not. I feel like we're gonna have to restart because it's lopsided. That front wheel is not how it should be. We're missing our driver's seat. And yet it still goes. Also, that back wheel is broken. Both back wheels are broken. I think we're gonna have to scrap this run. So, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, that pulled that wheel out even further. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to go on a second run because this is not going well. So, that back wheel is not even touching the ground. That's not good. All right. On to the second attempt for this guy. All right. Second attempt. Hopefully we don't mess up that turn with the rocks at the very beginning because that screwed us over. Very much so. I'm hammering the gas right now. What is it doing? Drive. Drive, stupid car. Go. There you go. Jeez, what the heck? I need to get my telemetry thing up showing you that I'm hitting the throttle because I was, and it was not moving. Anyway, I was saying that this thing's wheels are like driving on ice. It does have ABS, which is great. I did miss the anti-lock braking. That uh-oh. Dang it! Another freaking rock. It's okay. I don't think we hit our wheel that time. We did not. Our wheel is okay. They're sticking out a little bit. That's okay. They're allowed to do that because we lost our wide body kit on 3 of the 4 wheels. They're allowed to do that. But this thing is literally like driving on ice. The tires are awful. They are so bad. And they're definitely very performance based because they should have more grip than they have. Like, let's be real. Also, this thing should sound like it has a supercharger, but it has turbochargers. You can hear the turbo lag. Or the blow off. You can hear the little psst. It should have a supercharger. So I don't know what the person who made this mod was thinking. It's a good looking mod, but driving wise, I mean, I'm not driving it for how it is meant to be driven. That's granted. But it's got a turbocharger. You don't turbocharge a Dodge Challenger. 4-door Dodge Challenger Charger. Dodge Challenger. Yes. You don't turbocharge a Challenger. You gotta supercharge it. Because they come supercharged. So, that's not good. That was a roll. We lost the rest of our wide body kit. It's still like driving on ice, but now with the added difficulty of no handling. It's very nice and also great. And sorry, cows. I'm coming to visit ya. Yeah, moo. 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 Sorry, I was being a cow for a second. This isn't good either. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna drive after this. That front wheel is atrocious. Very bad angle. For not steering right now. It's a very bad angle. However, we might be able to recover this. See, the wheels have grip right now. They're kind of still like driving on ice, but they're like going up the hill. So, okay, I feel like this vehicle is. It's not the fact that the wheels messed up, though that is a very limiting factor. I believe that this thing is just impossible to drive off-road. I don't know about on-road. It's probably fine on-road. It's a Dodge Challenge Charger, so it's probably fine on-road. Turbocharged Dodge Challenge Charger. Four-door Challenger. With a Charger back end, kinda. Uh-oh, we're upside down again. That's not surprising. Yeah, it's just like, also the motion blur looks really cool, by the way. But it is the definition of ice driving, which I don't know if that needs to be defined. But if it does, it's this. This is what driving on ice would be like. Also, I'm steering all the way to the right at the moment, and it's not going to the right. So that's nice. We're very close to the bottom, which is good because I want to stop driving this because I don't like it. Yeah, I don't know. This is not as good as I was hoping it would be, this vehicle. Compared to the past two, oh, I'm hitting the throttle and it's not going again. Compared to the last two vehicles, yeah, I'm not a big fan. But it did make it to the bottom. Took 2 tries. The wheels were just very weak. And I don't know if that's just the fact that it's an automation mod or what, but the wheels were very, very weak. I don't know. I'm not used to seeing wheels like that. Also, very slippery. Let's run it into a wall. Yeah. I don't know. What was that noise? Hi, boat. Good looking car, but not driving. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Alright, and now on to the leaderboards. So, as you can see, all 3 of our vehicles that we did today were all slower than the vehicles we did yesterday. Also, I have the leaderboard color-coded now, so 1st through 5th place will be green and the rest will all be red, because 1st through 5th place is the best ones. So, of course, in 5th place, we had the Gavril Vendetta 353 Revenge Edition Stage 3 with a time of 3:59.1. And that was our fastest of the day, followed by the Civetta Bolide 390 GT with a time of 4:13.0. And behind it was the automation mod for today, our Eagle Thunder XRT Demon with a time of 4:55.2. And of course, in 1st place still is our Gavril D Series Farmhand, which was about half a minute faster than our fastest this episode. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, hit the red subscribe button, and that bell icon down below to get notified of when I upload. Of course, we're going to launch this thing off the cliff for the end of the video, because we always launch the last vehicle off the cliff. New rule. That's what's happening. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, hit the red subscribe button, and that bell icon down below to get notified of when I upload. And until next time, this has been Dresden on BeamNG.drive with some more downhill madness on the Stairway Mountain. And goodbye.